Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian School of Physics. This is Nitin here, and today I'm going to discuss another challenging problem in physics, and that is motion of a complex conical pendulum. So conical pendulums are part of our JEE advanced syllabus, and you would have seen in your mechanics course many such questions related to the conical pendulum. However, here situation is slightly different, and this is the diagram involved. As you can see, this problem appeared in one of the Olympiad competitions, and I found it quite challenging and slightly different from the regular ones. So let's discuss this problem, and what kind of thoughts will come while solving it or while going through this problem. We will discuss about these points. So here is the statement of this problem. A small particle of mass m is connected to a massless and inextensible string of length L0. The other end of the string is connected to a very long, thin vertical fixed rod. Initially, the string is taken one side, and then when it makes angle of alpha with the rod and given a velocity in such a way that the string starts wrapping around this pole. So here you can see it start wrapping around this pole. Okay. So assume that the string is not sliding around the vertical rod and the particle follows nearly a circular path around the vertical rod, but due to gravity and wrapping around the rod, both free length of string in air and the angle with the rod starts changing. What will be the length of the string in air when a string makes an angle of beta with the rod? So this is the question here, and one assumption which we need to keep in mind is that it says it follows nearly a circular path. That means this radius of circular path is decreasing very slowly. It is not changing abruptly, it is decreasing gradually and very slowly. So it is actually following a spiral kind of path, and let's discuss what all concepts we are going to use in this in order to simplify this problem. So here it is. The ideas which are coming in mind, that number one will be using dynamics of circular motion, assuming the wrapping to be very slow. This is one assumption which is mentioned in the question. And another tool which I have in my hand, that is conservation of energy. As the string is not sliding on the rod, I think we can use this. Okay. Third point which we will notice, and when I gave this problem as a challenge to my students, many of them applied conservation of angular momentum. So I just want to tell you that as this wrapping happens, this contact point with this string, it changes, and since it is a moving point, it's not a valid assumption to use conservation of angular momentum in order to find the free length. So this point you should keep in mind, that conservation of angular momentum in such cases will not be applicable. So let's discuss at any general time t. So when the string makes angle of theta, length is L and tension is T here. This is the instantaneous velocity which is going to be along the spiral path. So I am drawing one such circular path when angle is theta. So I can directly say these are like very simple equations which we normally do for a fixed conical pendulum where circular motion is present by this particle. So I can say here this t cos theta is going to be mg, and this t sin theta is going to be mv square by L sin theta. L sin theta is the radius of this circular path which I am considering at t equal to t. So from here, when I simplify, I am going to get this v square is equal to gl sin theta tan theta. Okay, this is a very common question you would have seen in your textbooks, but here in the actual in this problem there is much more. So next, in the next dt time, I'm assuming here that this angle theta is changing by d theta. Okay, and this particle is going to follow a trajectory here which is approximately, you can say, either you can write v dt or you can say L d theta. this arc length of the path will be L d theta. D theta is very, very small angle, and since it is nearly vertical, I can still take, actually this angle I should have written as a 90 minus theta plus d theta, but compared to 90 degree and theta, it's a very small angle, d theta. So approximately this angle is 90 minus theta itself, and this is 90, so this angle is approximately theta here under this assumption. And in that time, this particle is falling by a height of dh. It is falling down by a height of dh. So I can say that LD theta sine theta is dh. This is one equation I'm going to use here, which is coming from the differential analysis of this motion. And another part is conservation of mechanical energy. So I can easily write this sum has to be constant in this case. So dk plus du should be 0. So k is half mv square at any given instant, and this mg d of h, where h is this height which is fallen by this particle. So let's proceed. Now we have these three equations. One is v square is equal to gl sine theta tan theta, which we are obtaining from dynamics of circular motion. Then this equation I'm obtaining by analyzing the motion from t equal to t to t equal to dt plus dt. Third one is conservation of mechanical energy. It's a differential form I'm using. Now after this, there is the trick in the calculation. The calculations are slightly on the tougher side, I'll say, and very unusual ones. Normally we don't see it, so I'm not going to explain these calculations here. However, I'm giving you time. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this, and later on you can see how I have solved it. Okay, so this is another page here. So very unusual ones. You will see the way the terms are arranged in order to reach to the final answer. And then when you do this mathematics, final answer here is going to be L is equal to L naught sine cube alpha tan alpha by sine cube beta times tan beta. This is going to be the answer for this problem. So this is it, and I'll request again, please go through the mathematics part of it. It's slightly unusual compared to other problems. Normally, very rarely we face such type of mathematics. Okay, so I hope you have understood the concept properly, how to handle or how to deal with such type of problems where a lot of assumptions are given. If you have enjoyed this problem, please leave a thumbs up, share it with your friends who are students, or if you are a teacher, you can share with other teachers also. And you can write an email to me also regarding the solution or any part if you are not understanding, or anywhere if you find some mistakes or you want to have some suggestions, you can always write to my email. All right. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you very much.